What's up, guys? It's me, Kitty on a Leash, and I'm here with a anime review. And we will be discussing the anime Btoom. Btoom is an anime that instantly sucked me in from the first, 10 minutes of the first episode. I was just like, okay, this is it. I love it. I like it so far. This is going to be awesome. The anime of Btoom follows a main character named Ryōta Sakamoto, who is basically a neet. He lives at home with his mother. He's 22 years old, does not have a job, does not have schooling. He is like the complete definition of a neet. And what he does with his days is spends his time in this online multiplayer game called Btoom. Think Call of Duty, but with bombs. In the game Btoom, your main objective is to take out the enemy team by using bombs. There's different types of bombs, and you discover them throughout the anime. So there's like homing type, there's types that explode on contact, there's timer bombs, etc, etc. So anyway, your goal in Btoom is to take out a certain amount of enemies for your team, capture whatever essence they have, and once you have however many, let's just say it's like 8 or so, then your team wins. Ryōta is a neet in the real world, but in the world of Btoom, he is a #1 top player. He is Japan's #1 top player in Japan, and he's ranked like number 10 throughout the whole world, so this guy's a big deal. Like, he's legit esports pro, man. So, Ryōta is awesome in the gaming world, but when it comes to real life, not so much. One day, Ryōta happens to just wake up on this mysterious island, having no idea how he gets there. None whatsoever. One day, Ryōta just happens to wake up on this mysterious island. He's all by himself. He has no idea how he got there or what he's doing there. And he has no idea what's going on. He finds that he has a bag on him with water and food, a bag of bombs, as well as a green gem implanted in his skin on the back of his hand. So Ryōta, he's trying to figure out what's going on. He's hungry, he eats, he's by the lake shore, and all of a sudden a guy comes out of nowhere trying to kill him by throwing these bombs at him. So, come to find out, he's in this world of Btoom in real life. And the guy who is just chasing him is another player. So, once he gets about his smarts, he has to basically fight, take him out with only bombs. Again, in this world of Btoom, you can only take people out with bombs. There are no guns, there are no weapons, people don't know hand-to-hand combat and stuff like this. They're just average people that happen to have these pack of bombs and have to kill each other. It's kill or be killed. So, moving along throughout the episode, that is basically the premise of Btoom. So our main character, Ryōta, top Btoom player, now he's in the world of Btoom in real life, has no idea why he's there, how he got there, and he has to kill and take out it's either 7 or 8 people. He has to kill and take out 7 people, get 7 gems that are implanted in the hands. The only way you can get those off is if you kill them, or the limb is dismembered and you take it out. But anyway, that's the whole premise of Btoom. In the world of Btoom, you're going to meet all types of different characters. It's a survival game, so people are going to be playing mind tricks all day. Btoom is a very psychologically, strategic game. You can't just throw bombs and expect to, win like you could, but you still have to think and you have to come up with strategies. There's other people in the world that are good at playing this game too, and there's other people out there in the world who have no idea what they're doing and they're weak. And he deals with a lot of his moral bounds. It's like, do I help the weak? Do I protect myself? Do I kill people? I don't want to kill people, but I have to. It's crazy. If you love any type of fight for survival series, such as Battle Royale, or Dead Man Wonderland, or Future Diary, any of those type of series, you are definitely probably going to really like Btoom. The main thing I really loved about Btoom are the characters. Ryōta Sakamoto is a neet. He is someone who spends his life, his livelihood is on this video game. He wakes up in the morning, plays this game all throughout the day. That's his life. And he's such a relatable character because I've been there before. In my like later teens, I was just, my whole life was online. I didn't go out much. I was online. So I know what it's like to be that person. In the real world, he's not much. He doesn't really amount to much. And his mother and him have issues because it's got to be hard trying to raise a man-child, you know? So Sakamoto goes through a lot, and you see him kind of evolve as a character. Like, you don't really, he's not automatically this hero in the beginning. You know, he comes to terms of it, and you do get to see his true characters. Even though he's a big hero in the video game, how does that translate to him in real life? So Sakamoto is definitely probably my favorite character of the series. Then we have Himeko, and she is so adorable. I love her so much. She's so cute. She's a foreigner. She has blonde hair, blue eyes, big boobs. Himeko is like, I really love her. I feel like she's very strong-willed. She's been through some stuff. Like, she's got a little bit of PTSD. She's very protective of herself, and she knows how to defend herself. And that's what I admire in her as a character. So Himeko is definitely a good character. She really kept this series, like, really alive for me. I liked her a lot. Like, I really, really have to give props to her because she was a great, great character. Then we have Tyra, who is a character that you'll end up meeting, and he is an older man who believes that whatever he did in life has basically been the karma to get him here on this island and in this situation. Throughout this series, Sakamoto runs into all different types of players. There's players out there that want to kill him. There's players out there that like to kill, that want to kill everybody and everything. There's vicious people out there. There's people that are kind, have hearts, and there's people out there that are just living the same as him, trying to do the best they can, get the 7 gems, get off the island as best as they can. Every character that you meet has a backstory that you will learn about. It's not like Juni Tyson where you meet a character or you get attached to them and you like them and stuff and then they just get killed in the next episode or like 20 seconds after meeting them. It's not like that, okay? Each character has a deep story. Each character can be relatable. I mean, there's some characters that are way freaking heck no. I can't relate to that type of, they've got those personalities going on. But there's a lot of characters that, you know, their stories are pretty compelling. A lot of them are relatable, and overall, that's probably one of the main driving points of Btoom. I really liked the characters. As for the main plot in the anime, brilliant. I like the story. I like the fact that everyone's in this game in the real world and has to survive, take out everybody, become stronger than they really think they are to make it off the island alive. Now, with that being said, is it a total bloodbath? No. Do people die and get killed? Are there some gruesome moments? Yes. So, if you're expecting a total battle royale, it doesn't get that extreme, but I feel like if anything, the story really does carry it. The interactions between each character are like well worth watching and really getting into. I love the psychological mind games. I love that it's not all just about throwing bombs and blowing people up. It's, you know, you're strategically trying to come up with ways that you can, you know, take your opponents out. And there are a couple times where I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm kind of at the edge of my seat, like, okay, what's going on? What's going to happen? How is he going to get out of this? How are they going to make it out alive? And they pull something totally cool out of nowhere. And it's just like, wow. Like, that was clever. That was really, really neat. There was so many things to love about this anime. Like I said, I love the characters. I love the action. Everything was pretty decently fast-paced. There weren't any slow moments. There weren't any moments that I wanted to just brush over and be done with. I loved it from start to end, and it's unusual for me to find an anime that I like sit and binge watch, but I totally did that with Btoom. Now, with most of anything, there's always a few things that could be better or some things that are just not really all that great. One thing I did not really care for is the fact that this is supposed to be a life or death game. People are getting hurt out here. People are bleeding. They're like losing limbs and stuff. I feel like it's not represented that well in the art. You're not seeing clothing particles like with slits and stuff. Everyone just looks a little too clean, a little too regular, a little too put together in a world that you're trying to fight and survive. I feel like everyone's just a little bit too clean. They need a little bit more mess. It needs to be a little bit more messy of an anime. Two, I feel like even though I really liked the mind games and the strategy and coming up with, how to take out certain opponents, and some of those were kind of like real nail biters. I'm like sitting here like, oh my god, what are they going to do next? There were a couple times where I felt like I was a little bit ahead of what they were thinking or what they were doing in the anime. I felt like there were a couple times where it wasn't, I won't say it was predictable, but as the viewer, you know what's gonna happen. You put two and two together before the characters do. And it's a little bit of a letdown for a couple parts throughout the anime. Not gonna lie, it did kind of suck for those moments, but again, like, it wasn't like the whole series had a bunch of those moments, but there were a few where I felt like I kind of like outsmarted the main character in a couple times. I feel like I kind of outsmarted the main character. And three, how is everybody just so good at throwing these freaking bombs? I have no idea. I can barely do, like, when you're at Six Flags or whatever, any type of like sideshow thing, I can barely like do the thing where you throw the dart at the balloon. I have no idea how all of these characters, trust me, they're random people. There's middle-aged men, there's old people, there's young people, there's, everybody in between. I have no idea how everybody's a world-class pitcher for like the Brewers. I don't know. It just seems like every time they throw something, nothing really misses. If it does miss, it's, because their character dodged it or runs out of the way. I don't know. I feel like bombs are supposed to be really explosive, really dangerous, and I just feel like they kind of made it a little too easy to not be as believable as it should have been. One of the big highlights with Btoom is the bombs. Some of the characters have different bombs. Not everyone has the same bomb type. So it was really cool trying to see what type of bombs other people were carrying and what they could do and how they're going to use them. Like, they were all pretty unique. And since this is an anime review, I do have to mention that the anime season 1, it's not finished. Okay, the anime is not finished. Although the manga is like, I think it's either completed or still ongoing. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna try and pick up where the manga is right now and just kind of keep going, because I absolutely love the story. I love the characters. I loved Btoom so much. It was highly enjoyable. All in all, I feel like Btoom was a pretty unique take. Like, yes, some of these elements have been done before with SAO, something like a real account, Future Diary, but I feel like this definitely is unique in its own way. And I absolutely enjoyed it. I loved it. I can't wait for season 2. I can't wait to pick up the manga. Like, that's just how good it was. And I know it came out a while ago. I really wish that I would have checked it out, like, back when it first came out, so I could join the hype train if there was one ever. But yeah, I absolutely adored Btoom. And Himeko is probably one of my favorite characters, like, as of right now. She's so awesome. I really like her. If you watch the anime, you'll probably know. Now, the anime does get very deep. A lot of the characters are dealing with very deep issues there are instances of very adult themes, such as assault, such as betrayal, PTSD, suicide even. There's a lot of different themes in here that makes this anime just feel so real and so relatable. So I highly enjoyed it. So yeah, if you're looking for something that is a little serious and a nice adventure, not too far from reality, Btoom is probably going to really satisfy you. All in all, I have to rate Btoom a 9 out of 10. I freaking loved it. You can't tell me anything else. You can't tell me nothing bad about it. Yes, it does have those few flaws, but overall, when I look at an anime and how much I like it, it's like, 1, did I enjoy it? 2, can I get past all the flaws? And 3, am I excited for it to continue or for me to catch the next part? All of those answers are a yes! So yes, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please let me know if you have watched Btoom or if you would be interested in checking it out. Yeah, until next time, bye!